Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, and evening. Kamusta, kamusta? This is Jed Valerdo of Team Etoro Pilipinas. How are you guys? Kamusta kayo? This is, by the way, our episode 7 so far. Right, episode 7. Our day trading, live day trading with you guys. And, some FAQ Q&A portion of it while we wait for our chance to execute our trades, right, based on our strategy. All right. By the way, because meron nag-comment sa YouTube na hindi daw masyadong nakikita yung um, ang tawag ito, yung cursor ko kapag naka-point sa dark areas, right? Especially like when I'm looking at sa trading view, hindi siya nakikita. I'm trying to figure out kasi dun sa dito sa trading view, meron siyang nag-iiba talaga siya. So, I'm looking for that option now. Actually, appearance, I think. Background, watermark, mouse over. Hindi ko pa ito na-check dati. Hmm. Kasi I basically changed my mouse, right, color, and may highlight na siya na green. But when I highlight it over sa graph, ganun pa rin yung nangyayari. Dark pa rin yung mouse cursor. Let me see. Okay, the crosshair. Okay. Gawin natin green because I like. See? Oh, crosshair pala yan. Okay. Yan yung crosshair. Okay. Give me a quick second, guys. So if yan yung crosshair, I actually still like it. If grid and then yung background, navigation buttons. Baka dito sa settings ng theme. Kasi yung theme, parang may dark theme. Tapos naka-apply kayo sa akin. Okay. Settings. And yung color theme. Hindi ko siya If I turn that off, basically, it goes white. Sakit sa mata, right? At least for me. I'm so used to dark templates. Um, Anywho, I guess yung appearance na ito, I think that will do for now. And session break, horizontal grid, mouse over, visible mouse over, navigation buttons. It should be visible. Status indicators. Yeah, I think that will do for now. Because if I move right my highlight, that should change it, right? So if I click here, in green. Okay, hindi siya nag-apply sa lahat. There you go. Apply to all. Ayun. All right, I think that's better. Problem solved. Issue number one. Galing yun sa YouTube, and I think it's a valid request. Kasi when I look at my recordings, depende kasi sa reaction ng eyes natin, right? And it could not be clear enough or you know especially for me, I'm colorblind kaya medyo simple lang yung colors na ginagamit ko on my screen. Okay. Um, by the way, just to make sure, can you hear me all right, guys? Can you let me know in chat if you could hear me? All right. Thank you. Loud and clear ba? Hmm. Ayun. Okay. So I'm basically just watching um our friendly neighborhood gold right here. Um Change that to baseline. It looks like it's about to go down, but I'm making sure that the trend is confirming. Yeah, it's about to go back down. But I'm waiting for that confirmed pattern on both graphs. Right now, I am also looking at this second graph ko. Basically, this shows 15 seconds, 30 minutes, 15, right? Uh, I'm sorry, 45, and then 60. So by 15 dito, and dito by 5, right? So let me repeat it again. 15 seconds, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 60 minutes. And then on my first four chart set, this shows 1 second, 1 minute, 5 minutes, and then 15 minutes. And from the looks of it, it looks like we have the opportunity right now. Prepare ko lang yung uh, 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 tabs ko to be ready. Let's see. So what I usually do is I have Donald J. Trump's Twitter page, personal Twitter page, by the way, not the the photos page. This is the photos account, right? Yun. So there's like two accounts, right? So just to be clear, because someone asked me about this the other day, which account to watch now? I would say watch his personal account. Kasi yung nasa President Trump photos account, more or less like official post lang makikita mo dito, right? Yeah. If you go to his personal account, that's where the action is most of the time. Yeah. Yeah, then dito yung mga like the other day when the market basically recovered. I mean the gold basically went down, drastically after it went up like from 155 something. Ito yung post niya, right? Calm resolution down. Right? So basically the market react and it went down, right? Drastically. Nag-calm down din yung gold natin. So it is good um, to watch that and have a dedicated tab for it. You'll know kasi it will give you like an indicator na mayroong bagong tweet dito. You could also log in and enable ano tawag ito? Like parang notification pag may bagong tweet siya, right? For me, I just look at the numbers here. It will show up dito sa taas sa tab pag may bagong post siya sa page niya. Ito nakapin yung recent activity niya. But last 5 hours, if you look at this, ito yung last post niya. See, meron na namang negative post siya. So it seems like the gold reacted somewhat a bit. Again, this is not like 100% indicator that the gold will go up or down. However, it is an indicator. Yeah, one of the indicators that I personally watch out for, and a lot of people or traders watch out for also. So yeah, let's see. So ito yung last news, last not news but last post. Just returned to Washington from France and very successful G7 meeting, only to find that fake news is still trying to perpetuate the phony story that I wanted to use nuclear weapons to blow up hurricanes before they reach shore. Sure, the ridiculous never happened. All right, so I guess nothing that big recently sa Trump indicators here. But we could look for other news. And that basically is ito yung mga fundamental news, right? CNBC, dami. Like you could just easily go to Google and then type top news, right? Global. All right, so ang dami dito, right? And that's those are suggested ones. But dito, you could be looking at BBC News. Oops, let me go back para may tabs tayo. Reuters and CNN and NBC. Basically, yan, right? I just basically these four news outlets, especially yung mga top news na pinopost na right away. You could also watch their Twitter page kasi mas mabilis yung posts na doon. All right. And I have those open, by the way, on my other screen. So in my trading screen with my graph and chart, ito na yung tinitingnan ko talaga para less confusing yung screen, right? Let's see. Go to change back. Typical spot goal. Mhm. Yeah. So since there is no clarity pa kung saan papunta yung trade war because of the last tweet or post or share ni Trump na tumawag daw si President C, right? To itong post na to, right? To calm resolutions. So there is no clear path, right, or direction. Bottom line, if there is uncertainty in the global market, usually most traders would go to gold and buy, right? That's why we're seeing an uptrend, very uptrend direction here. This 1 second, still going up. And I'm like waiting for it right now because right now it looks like it's overbought, right? So I am waiting based on my stock and MACD for that confirmation for the next wave. I'll call it the next wave, right? Because that wave is where I confirm the trend and then pattern, and then I also confirm the stock and MACD checklist natin. Once I confirm it, I ride it and I trade on it, right? Yun yung definition ng wave with my requirements, right? So, refresh ko kasi walang data naka-feed dito kanina. Yan. Let's see. So, I was basically betting kanya kahapon based on my technical analysis that it will go down around 1511. It did go down around 1525, I believe. Yeah, as far as 1525. Nag-TP nga yung position ko. Okay, ito. Nag-TP yung position ko from 1527.45 and we gained like 1% of it, which is a good trade. Yesterday, I opened it 1529 and from the looks of it, I will probably position 1 again today. But it's about, the market is about to close, not the US market though, because it's like 3 a.m. there, but another market. I'm like checking the volume natin. Kaya naman yung volume natin actually. This is the volume indicator that I'm looking at right now. It just dito. Yeah, it's still not there yet. All right. So let me go back and check real quick. Yung watch list natin. And guys, also, I'd like to, you know, encourage everybody to make it a habit, like when you wake up every morning, to watch, check, read news, right? Not, I'm not saying local newspaper unless you're trading in or trying to trade in PSA still. But if you are like me practicing in trading, it's a global market, then you should be watching the global market also, right? It just makes sense to do that. And right now, I am checking other news. I just woke up, by the way. Sorry, kaya late tayo. I think I'm just gonna adjust my stream time around 1 to 2. Kasi parang yun lang yung consistently na hihit ko na time. So I apologize to everybody na nag-wait around 10 a.m. kanina. Ayun, it's showing it's about to go down now. It did go down. That's a big jump there. 1 point. And that could be just a test. Yeah, it could be just a test. Testing support right here at 1533. Let me see. All right. Okay. So guys, I am ready to actually put a sell or a short position right now. Waiting for this 45-minute chart here to confirm the downtrend. And same here for 60 minutes. In 15 and 30 minutes, it's still consistently the same. So let's see. This is basically the time frame continuity, right? That we have been discussing in the past. Um, Past streams natin. So see, it was actually just testing, right? And it usually probably go back up something right here, right? So this line here, basically, based on the baseline charting, right, or line charting, is that this became the new baseline. Ito 1534. So basically, if you look at it like that, ito yung resistance line natin ngayon in this interval, in this time frame, 1 second. If it goes back up, right above there, there's a potential that it's gonna go up still. But if it's just gonna play right there, right here, right, and I hope clears screen. It just goes back there and it plays right here. There's a potential confirmation there that it's about to go down. And looking at the 5 minutes chart, it is really is about to go down. I'm just waiting for the 15 minute and the 45 minutes. Kasi there's a big chance that it will. Alright, I'm looking at my day. Let's see, day natin. Yung prediction ko the other day. Ayan, medyo deep kasi may Trump indicator, right? And China indicator. Medyo mas malaki yung dive niya. By the way, I know there's a lot of lines here. Basically, if you look at here, yung indicators, I'm actually just comparing lines from Dow Jones, our VIX or SP 500, and the volume, right? And then, of course, obviously the gold. So the yellow one is the Dow Jones, right? Ito yung Dow Jones. And then the VIX or SP 500 is the orange one. So yung orange, so what I'm trying to do here is compare, right? So one thing that you would notice here, if I hide Dow Jones, this is just a comparison of gold and the VIX, right? So one thing that you notice here, if the VIX goes up, right, gold would usually go down, or follow, not down, sorry, but also goes up, right? Kasi the VIX is like a volatility indicator, right? For SV or SP 500 markets in the US. So pag tumaas siya, right, there's a big chance na tataas din. Of course, it doesn't mean it will be on the same level because sa VIX, we're just measuring it like right now it's at last market close, it was around 20. But on the high times, there was a point nag 36 siya, right? That means there could be like a panic attack happening in the market, right? So that's why I have that indicator here. The reason why I added Dow Jones also is I'd like to see the actual markets, that index indicator, right? So ito actual price niya. So you'd see here it's right now last close it's around 25, right? But the way back July last week or this week actually 23 umabot siya or nag-peak siya somewhat at 27,000. That was actually a good day, right? Buy bullish siya, right? Now it's starting to decline a bit uh, because meron na namang problema. And yeah, obviously what we're seeing here is that pag tumaas yung market, right, sa US, there's a potential indicator na yung gold bababa din, right? Kasi, stabilizing yung market, like going strong, and usually the gold would slow back down, right, to its normal levels. So yun lang. That's the reason why I have this dedicated tab here, just to look for my day or 1 hour, right? Um, let's see. Okay, let's see. So going back to my chart here. Yes. No, not yet. I'm gonna wait for this 50 minutes and 45. It's still going up. So mga ganitong moment, guys, and if you are still practicing and try to use or practice my strategy that I've shared to you guys before or for the past 6 episodes, huwag kayong ma-FOMO, right? Don't get FOMO. If you see something like this and it's a clear indicator na medyo bababa siya, right? Because we're looking at from a momentum of buy signals here sa MACD, right? And usually it would go down after that, right? So see, it's consolidating, right? It's right now trying to go back up and then go back down again to break this previous support line, right? And then we are looking at 1533. And if the next time it goes back down, it breaks the 1533, there's a potential confirmation there na baka dire-diretso siyang bababa below 1530, right? And that's how I basically wait for confirmation. So I see dito sa 5 minutes chart, it's actually showing that it's about to go down really. I'm waiting for 15 minutes to show that same trend to confirm it. Ayun, break siya. It could be still going up there. And the reason why I mentioned that is you want you really want to make sure to confirm the other charts too and make sure na same yung trend. So we have that confirmed continuity ng trend natin, right? Because if you miss that, there's a potential situation na mag backfire siya and it will go back to the other direction, right? Instead of it's, let's for example, right now I'm looking at shorting it. Instead of shorting, it could potentially go back up. And then if you're being greedy and playing with your leverage, right? Times 100 ka, ayun, I'm sure, sunog yung position mo, right? So, and on top of that, yung trade size pa natin is mababa, like, I don't know, $50 and up, then taas talaga yung chance na ma-hit yung stop loss target mo if you haven't changed it or didn't adjust it. right? So right now, let's see. Ito yung last position ko, right? The other day. And yeah, obviously I've hit that. Let me just share you my record kahapon or my logs. View to gold only. So I was like trading around 3, uh, almost 4 actually. 3 a.m. Cebu time. Yes, it's Cebu time. I use Cebu time. So 27 for. Let me zoom out a bit. Fit yung. And, and okay, I'm just gonna screenshot real quick. Tapos, share ko sa inyo. Sa Discord, August 27. It's 26 actually. Because I follow the, US time zone, right? So if you're trading in the global market, and especially if you're, playing around sa US market, then might as well follow their time zone, right? So para hindi siya confusing when you're, backtesting it or checking the historical data to make sure that your strategy is still aligned dun sa executions mo. So for me, since basically yung trading time or that was trading was actually yesterday or last night, so I'll call it August 26, right? Basically. But on the ledger or log, you'll see the open time is on August 27, early in the morning, right? That's our time in the Philippines. But August 26 EST. Right? Trade history. High risk account. Yeah, I just posted in Discord. And yeah, okay. I'm still waiting for the confirmation. Yeah, I was like waiting for it to confirm together with the MACD. Obviously, MACD is like telling us right now na potential, malaki talagang potential na bababa yung price together with the volume, which not much, but right now, if you look at it, look at the volume color here, guys. Ano nakikita natin? Can you type it in chat? I want to make sure that you are here and you are listening. Look at the 1 minute. Dito yung where my cursor is right now, where my mouse is. Ayan. Nakita niyo yung circle na nagbi-blink. Ayan. Special effects. So look at that. Ano yung nakikita niyong color dominating? What do you think is color is that? I am colorblind, but I could still say what's dominating right there. Yes, it's red, right? Tama si Elise. It's red. And that is a good indicator, a very good indicator. Now we're potentially going to be shorting in this time frame. Right? And if you look at the MACD basically consolidates and displays it right in your charting in a very elegant way with bars and then colors highlighting the signal or the trend. So if I zoom, naka-zoom out tayo kanina, see if look at the MACD here, right? So the MACD is showing here, pag solid red tayo guys, that means may solid, meaning dominating yung positions on type of positions on that time frame, right? On that moment. So for example here, if you let me just expand that para medyo maklaro. Yan natin. All right, so here, di ba solid red siya? That means on that time frame, on that moment here, dominating yung pula, right? Yung shorting. So just by looking at that, that means on that moment kanina, ang daming nag-short, right? So dominating nag-short. Same thing here, ang daming short. Kaya, the line here, the signal it's actually going down, and then it recovers on a green, right? And you'd notice merong light version of it, right? Light red, light green, right? Light green, basically, it's weakening, meaning it could potentially recover, di ba? That's just how it is. If you look at the actual volume sa taas, sure, pwede po pa rin yung ma-point out. However, mas madali talaga siyang basahin dito sa MACD. And I hope you agree with me because that's the main reason why I use MACD. The volume, of course, is I have it there. It's very important also kasi makikita talaga yan natin yung actual volume, actual buyers. Kasi dito sa MACD, it will not tell us how many buyers or sellers na nag-trade on that moment, right? Unlike, look at right now. So 1 minute alone, it's about to start consolidating and showing na majority are selling because you can see red talaga siya ang trend, right? That's basically confirmation of our, pattern na red siya. And if you go, let me just adjust that back. Ayan. And scroll up. All right, zoom out ako. So I want to see overview, right? If you go to the 5 minutes, yes, it was showing definitely na potentially bababa na siya, but right now it's playing still on that, you know, horizon. So I'm not confident or 100% na all in ako sa short right now. So that's why I'm waiting for confirmation. And if you look at those 15 minutes sa MACD natin, you know, and even if in the volume, it's still dominating selling tayo. Another indicator also is quickly, if you look at the overview of my screen, sa top natin na indicator on the labels, right? Dito, yung pangalan, CFD on gold, right? And then yung detail ng exchange natin on top, di ba? Yung mga numbers. You'd see merong parang overview statistics dito, right? So, highest, lowest, yung, ano bang meaning nitong basically, the last point, right? Basically, that will show you like an overview, kumbaga, right? So, why am I pointing that out? Because if you notice right now, it's colored green, right? Tingnan mo yung colors nila, green. It also changes to color red if the trend is, on the current moment, if it's, going down or shorting or bearish, di ba? So, see, nakita mo yung sa 1 minute, nagpula siya, di ba? Pumula siya. That means that's a trend right now. Diba? The moment that you see all red on all time frames, that means ang lakas talaga ng trend. And it's confirming that it's really bearish on that moment. Right now, on our 1 second chart, it is showing, yeah, thank you, Aubrey. Yeah, tama, open pala. I forgot. So the open, last close, high, and the low, basically, is what it represents. So it's a 1 second. Yeah, it's still consolidating here. So we're waiting for that breakout or, you know, support line na magpakita ulit. Last time nag-test siya sa support was like 1533, at least on this time frame. And like I said, nag-break out siya ulit sa taas. 1534. And we're waiting for that confirmed repeated pattern na bumaba siya ulit dito, right? So, W, di ba? The winning pattern natin. And right now, it's not clear. And it went as low as 1525 nga. Kanina, madaling araw. Not madaling araw, but 8 a.m. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I think kulang lang tayo ng volume to push it harder. That's basically the issue right now. Mm-hmm. Kulang lang tayo ng volume. Wait, let me change the color also here. Save natin. Mm. Yun, tempting, oh. Tempting tayong sumakay dito sa 5 minutes. And like I said earlier, wag kayong magpag-FOMO. When you see that, you have to confirm your pattern, right? And confirm you do before you execute. We always remind everybody na, yung before tayo mag-execute, make sure yung TA natin is matching, right? All right. So while waiting for that, I remember one of our FAQs last week, or request actually. Ang daming tanong sa group natin sa Team Etoro Pilipinas. And for those watching na hindi pa siya part sa group, join us. It's a close group, but if you apply and follow the rules initially and read them, please, you're welcome to join us. So one of the questions is where to start studying, right? For anyone who's parang completely zero about day trading. And again, welcome, right? So here's the thing. Problema kasi about that is that medyo mahirap sagutin yung question na ganun, right? Na tawag ito na where to start, right? I guess you'd have to ask yourself first, right? What do you want to do, right? So that means it goes back again. So where to start, really, right? So what I would recommend, kasi basically, since nagtanong ka na where to start, meaning you're completely zero on your knowledge about trading, then first you would probably Google and check and read or find a book in National Bookstore or anywhere, any bookstore actually, and just find a general book about trading, right? Global trading, especially global trading, since we're trading at the global market. So read that book, study it, right? And then after that, the next step would be to find and choose a path, right? Or a style, di ba? So, ang dami kasi, di ba? Ang daming mga type of trading, right? Momentum, swing, scalping, day trading. Ang daming mga terminologies. But for me, I just categorize it in three, right? Three lang. At least generally, right? Ayun, it's actually confirming. Ayun, nagbe-break na siya ulit. Teka lang, nagbe-break siya. Showing very good sign. It's about to go down, confirming. Yun, confirming yung 5 minutes. Sa 30, nag-confirm 15 minutes. Let's see. Sa 60, hindi pa rin. Hindi pa rin siya. Let me put a line. Ba't nag-yellow to? Want red. All right. Yeah, I'd say it will hit back 1530 at least to the next couple of hours. That's 3 points down. That's a good sell. Ayan, tag kong sell sa chart ko and I'm gonna wait for it. Ayun. That basically is a confirmation for the 1 to 15 minutes to short right here. I'm gonna short right now, and for the next fourth chart until the 1 hour, I'm waiting for the 1 hour here. If it doesn't go my way, I'll just cut loss. But looking at the 45 minutes, that actually it's actually about to go down. I'm right now gonna add here a short position for gold. Let's see. Setting TP sell. Two positions. Sell. Two positions. Actually, adding one more. And so I have active sell positions right now for 3 gold, and I'm updating TP to at least 1533 flat, 533 flat, 1533 flat. All right, let's see. Okay, and the waiting game start. Right. Okay. There's a question. At least, what's the buy and sell gitna ng trading mo? Oh, right. This is basically the buy and sell price right now. Just kasi kasi right now by default, yung price na nakita natin, this is basically the sell price, right? See, tingnan mo yung price. That's the sell price, right? Yung buy, usually hindi natin nakikita dito, right? So, kaya I have this here para makita ko yung buy. You know, the other spread. So, ang spread dito, this is basically the spread na sa gitna. Yeah, nagsi-change siya. And this is not like the same in sync with eToro, right? Because eToro has their own prices or spreads also. So, lagyan natin, by the way, indicator. So, what I usually do, I put an indicator dun sa target ko. So, since obviously there's a 45.45 spread between eToro and the common exchange prices or rates, I'm gonna set say 1433. So that's flat 1433, right? So I'm gonna say 13532 at least 7. I'm gonna set an alarm there at least once. So the moment it hits below that, see, it's still going down, right? It's about to hit 1533, guys. And that's the buy. So basically, if you're short, meaning to say, yung TP mo is the buy price on that moment, right? So now I'm looking and I'm waiting for it to go below 1532, basically to make sure na mag-hit yung TP ko. And my TPs are actually showing all greens right now. And basically, already meron akong 300, 400 counting gains, 500. It's about to hit. It's about to hit my TP, guys. Bada bing, bada boom, and it just hit the TP. Ayun, konti lang, konting push pa, konting push. 533 below, konting push. And if you look at right now, if you look at the 5 minutes, it's still going down. That means may potential pang bumababa yan below 1530, right? Kasi we're still midway, right? Midway pa siya. And in the 15 minutes, it's still about to go down. So that means meron pa talagang potential na bababa way 1525 again. And hitting at this somewhat same last na support line, H1526. I could safely say, again, without any fundamental influence or indicator, it will break around 1526 again. Ayun, we had the alarm, and that means nag-TP na siya. Right? So if we look at my page, all TP'd, guys, and I'm going to share that right now sa Discord against natin. All my positions, all 3 positions, basically. So I'll call this right now 27 na, right? Real trade history, August 27 EST. And also, if you did positions, virtual accounts nyo, please share it sa Discord. Learning confirmation natin. Right? I just shared, all TP'd. Is that, by the way, Elise, is that a real account or virtual? Please don't forget now, indicate natin if it's real or virtual. Ayun, okay. So, virtual. Good job. Thank you. No problem. No need mag-sorry. And thank you for being consistent. So, virtual tayo, virtual practice, right? And maybe in the next stream, I'll also show you guys and I'll practice with virtual para at the same time, less yung kaba natin, di ba? But I treat my virtual as my real account. So, and you should also do that para confirmation, right? na you know what I'm trying to say is if you're trading in virtual, please don't use like 10,000, 20,000, mga unrealistic na trades when you're starting. You don't do that, diba? That's purely gambling. So yung exposure mo is masyadong mataas. So what I would suggest is try to mimic your real account and make sure to stick with that as much as possible, right? And don't get FOMO'd, right? Practice your technical analysis reading, and also watch out for Donald J. Trump's Twitter account. Right? So yun, alarm ulit, nag-hit ulit siya because it was hitting that same level. I'm gonna remove my alarm because tapos na tayo, right? Ayun. So on that trade right there, I basically gained how much? 1 3 over 1,200, right? So positive 1,200 for in a span of 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Positive 1,200 in the next, I mean, in the span of 3 minutes. Not bad, right? Not bad. Okay, let's see. So I have talk about yung fundamentals, yung trade after news. By the way, yes. Also, one thing I'd like to mention is that please do not trade on the news, right? When the news is happening, do not trade there. That's basically gambling, right? Because you would see the trend, right? Like if we go back here, makita niyo yung trend, like tataas siya, but there's potential, how the chart or the market works usually. Pag tumaas siya, if gaano siya kabilis tumaas, din siya kabilis bababa, usually. So if you trade on the trend, on the news, may potential talaga, pwede kang mahagip when it goes back down, right? Or when it's pull back time or correction, yung mga ganon na moments. You don't want to be on that moment, right? Kaya what I recommend, and this is based on experience and numerous times of trading with our friends in our group, please do not trade you know on the news, but like wait for it to calm down, right, after a few hours. That's why I like trading starting around 11 p.m. onwards, and I just watch the news also, confirming na wala na siyang parang mga breaking news. The reason why we don't want to trade there, like I said, pwede siyang bumalik. Kasi if there's news, if there's fundamental indicators, that means yung TA mo, medyo magiging walang kwenta yun. Right? Yeah. Yung TA, purely mathematical predictions and calculations, di ba? Natin, using graph, chart, and trends analysis, di ba? Analysis siya. So based on math and logic. Pag may news, pure emotions na yun, right? Pure emotion. And you don't want to join that ride, right? That wave. Please don't, because most of the time you'll get burned, right? If you get lucky, sure, you win. Yun yung mga 100% gains or over 50% gains, yes, congratulations. But it won't last long, right? If you're in for the long game or long term, if you're serious of learning how to trade, how to, read and be consistent and, you know, profitable, kumbaga, di ba? We want to be that consistent, di ba? So if you're serious about that, then please forget about trading on after news, after earning reports. Do not do that because may potential talagang mangyari na nasa kabilang linya, di ba? You don't want to be on that moment. So yeah, riding the trend and where to start studying. Also, guys, aside from yung advice ko kanina sa where to start studying, like getting a book and read about general information about day trading, also please go to our Discord, join our Discord, and our handpicked resources are actually available dito sa ang tawag nito, dito sa read me, basically the information or FOII group natin sa Discord. That's basically the top, yung mga top na channels. Then hanapin nyo please yung trading tools. Andun siya, basically yung consolidated na or handpicked na mga resources na nilagay natin or organized based on groups like free charting tools, schools, trading news, mga recommended natin. We even have a public Google Drive for all the books that yung mga members natin share, and then also information about how to operate or use our bot, right? So yeah, please, once after you read a book, go to that channel and then start reading if you are serious about it. Yeah. All right. So hey Plata, sir, medyo na-confuse po ako. Nag-short sell po ba kayo? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Kaya yung bar ko dito, it's red and it's S. It stands for short. And you could replay this video later on. Don't worry. If you got confused somewhere along the line when I was like fast trading. So see, nagbumaba pa siya, bumaba pa talaga. So there's a potential right now that it could still go down to 1,530 really in the next hour. Checking on the next C, nag-confirm na din yung ditong sa 60 minutes. 60 minutes is showing basically it's weakening and right now it's going back down. And now our new baseline here, so 1 second trend is at 1,533, which is way, way down kanina. Now it's going to go back up, of course, because it's showing that other side of the 1 minute. Okay. So questions before I end the stream, because I'm about to go ako sa bangko and then, uh, get some lunch also. Yun. Right. So post your questions, last 3 questions, if you have, and if voila, in the next 5 minutes, and I'll just bid goodbye. And I wish you all good luck sa trading nyo. Although I don't believe really with good luck, but yes, be safe. Good job, by the way, Jason Nicholas. Shout out, shout out. Good job. Keep it up. And again, reminder lang, ingat-ingat sa leverage natin, especially if you don't have the time to sit down and monitor it. Ingat-ingat dun. Congratulations, by the way. And I'm just replying DMs natin. Shout out to M Smart Gardose or Gardos. Sorry to if I murdered your last name pronunciation. Shout out, good job, keep it up. Yes, please be consistent and just make sure that you watch your, use your TA. All right, questions. Sir, ganito time po ba na regular stream nyo? Okay, that's a good question. I'm sorry. If you check sa events page natin, it usually was like 10 a.m. Medyo napuyat lang ako kami kagabi because we were doing admin task. Although I'm actually right now thinking of adjusting my stream instead to starting 12 noon onwards, just to make sure na hindi kayo hintay ng matagal. So it's basically time range lang kumbaga. So wala akong like specific hour because I'm not full time yet. So medyo marami pa tayong responsibilities na we need to attend to. So yun. But yeah, I'll make sure to adjust it, and you should see it sa group page events page natin. Andun yung schedule. And if you're on the group page, nasa right page, merong upcoming events, right? Na group dyan, you'd see anong yung next or upcoming na event na mangyayari on that day or in the next day. Ayun, I guess thank you for everyone who dropped by and watched my stream. please follow my Twitter account, our YouTube page where I would na mag-upload ako in a moment with this stream. Follow it, subscribe to it, so you'll be notified if meron tayong videos, how-tos, and tips and tricks na post natin doon. Also follow me here dito sa Twitch, and this will be basically my primary live stream page or channel, and I appreciate if you do that para ma-notify din kayo anytime na mag-live tayo. Right? And this is my public account, by the way, and this is a low risk. So if you're thinking why I'm not seeing those trades in this account, of course, I can't do that here because, as you can see, although I'm still using the same strategy, it's just that bigger time frames, right? And longer waiting time. So, parang, kumbaga, ito yung low risk ng day trading account ko. And this account, basically, I'm working on to be part of the popular investor program. Hopefully soon by October. Yeah. So, parang yung mga gusto mag-copy ulit, could copy back. Right? Kasi, hindi na sila makakopy kasi we reached the limit dito sa maximum asset under management natin. Kasi hindi pa tayo kasali sa um, popular investor program. Hindi pa, at least for now. But we're working on that. So, and again, also if you want to know ano yung strategy natin for this account, please read the bio. I tried my best to um, type that in detail there. At baka siguro Tagalogin ko na lang dyan. I'll try. Medyo hindi ko magaling, but I'll try. Anyway, pag tinagalog natin, pwede na siyang i-translate sa mga hindi marunong magtagalog din. Alright, okay. So yun. Thank you again. May question si Elise Pahabol po pala, sir. Ano pala yung pinaklik nyo na link sa ito recently? It's asking for us to register. Day trading. Here's a click. Yeah. So basically ito. Let me open it up. So there's a new event, or I guess it's etoro's way of hyping up basically and introducing or encouraging everybody to trade more, right? So I'm not sure if you guys are aware, merong monthly na competition, right? Which nasali tayo this time, that's a top 100 tayo. Not to mention dito, ito pa yung sa Loris ko nasali doon. Aside from that, meron ito, it's a new thing. It's trade more, win more, basically. So it's basically by points, and then right now in this, I guess probably test round lang to for now. And there's a registration period and then deposit and trade. Yeah, so read more about it. That's a link. Of course, do not register without reading and understanding it. So ito basically is just you joining and them counting your trades and then giving it points. And if you, of course, qualify, then there's a big chance na manalo kayo. Although I would not recommend, especially for newbies, to join it because baka ma-FOMO kayo na gusto kong mag-add ng points dito, right? In this table. And that means you thinking na you need to do more trades when in fact, sa checklist natin sa strategy mo you should stop trading the moment that you gain at least $30 or $40 a day. Dapat kayo may target, right? So, or 10 or 20 1 to 2% gains on that day, then stop. Then follow your strategy consistently and diligently. So medyo hindi to maganda sa Alianza newbies. I wouldn't recommend this. J. Larry, kailan ko po ulit pwede mag-copy trade sa inyo? Yes, so wala pang specific date, right? But we are hoping that it should happen by October, right? Latest October. So we're working on our risk factor. The only reason why hindi ako nakapasok is because I reached at some point, right, sa 10 dito sa first month when I opened the account. It's a new account, by the way. I just opened it July, and then on this month we reach eight, right, at some point. So I'm not very good yet with controlling my risk factor or risk score, is because we just, most of the time trading in high risk uh, range, right? Or time frames, or playground, kumbaga. So I am trying my best to practice that, and so far it is working. As you can see, yung factor risk score natin is 3 right now. So I'm very confident na by September maayos natin yan. So by October, hopefully, pwede nang mag-copy trade ulit yung mga hindi naka-copy trade sa public profile ko. Right? So thank you for asking that question. Again, thank you so much. Please, again, don't forget to follow me on my social media accounts, Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. And I'll see you next time. Next event, if I check here, next event occurs in, ayun, I believe I added. Right. So next one would be tomorrow, August 28th. And I'll update the time there. I'll make it 12 onwards instead of 10 para hindi masyadong mahaba yung waiting time. And I'm sure I'm like um, online, kumbaga. Right? Thank you so much. And you have a great day, everybody. Gold afternoon, gold evening, and gold morning, wherever you are. Thank you. Thank you so much. And happy trading.